Welcome once again to my channel, AutoCAD Tutorials. So in this video, I will show you how to use the Fillet command and also the FilletEdge command in AutoCAD. Now, the Fillet command and the FilletEdge command are both used to create smooth curves on 2D drawings and also on 3D solid geometries. So I'm going to show you how to use each of them one after the other in this very tutorial. So first, let's start with the Fillet command. Now, the Fillet command is one of the commands on the Modify panel, and here it is here, Fillet command. So when you click on the Fillet command, let's click on the Fillet command. Now, when you come down to the command line, you'll find some instructions on what to do here. Now, these are also available when you right click and make use of the shortcut. When you right click, this drop down is also the same as what you have on the command line. So first, when you click on the Fillet command, you'll be prompted to either choose the radius, then afterwards any of these very options. So let's choose radius, for instance. Click on radius. Now here we are going to specify the radius of the fillet we want to apply. Let's make it 12 and enter. Now here are just two lines. So I'm going to apply this fillet on the corner, connecting these two very lines. So click on this line first, then click on the second line. So you can now see that this fillet has been applied at the very corner. Okay, so that's the case of where two lines are involved at an angle. Now let's move again straight to another example on how to apply the Fillet command. So let's come over to this. Okay, so here we have two lines that are not connected. You can see they are apart. So we are also going to apply the fillet on lines like this. So let's now click again on the Fillet command. Now choose a radius this time. Click on radius, or right click and choose radius, whichever one is convenient. Let's choose a radius of 20 this time. Then click on the first line, which is this. Then click on the second and see that that fillet has been applied as well. Click on it. So that's a fillet. So you can apply fillet on two lines that are connected in opposite direction, and also two lines that are spaced apart. So let's now move to the third example. Okay, so here again is a rectangle, and we can also apply the Fillet command on the corners of this very rectangle. So when you click on the Fillet command and also look at the command line, you also see that there are some options we also have to choose from here. So when you click on polygon and hover the mouse over the very geometry, you see that all the four corners of this very rectangle are applied with the fillet at the same time. Okay, so when you click on it, click on the rectangle, you can see now that all these four corners have been applied with fillet. So let's go back again to the rectangle. Okay, so now we are going to choose another option. Click on Fillet command, then look again at the command line. This time let's choose multiple. So when we click on multiple, we are going to apply the fillet one after the other on the corners of the very rectangle. So let's go. First, we click on this line and this. Now, without having to go back to the Fillet command to click it again, you can apply these fillets just like that by clicking on the ends of each of these lines. So we just go along and apply the fillet one after the other. Okay, and exit this command. So by using the multiple option, we apply the fillets one after the other on the corners of the very rectangle. Okay, so let's now move to another option. Okay, so you can also apply the fillet command on circles, two circles that are apart, just like the two I have here. So let's click again on this fillet command. Again, we're going to apply fillet on these two circles. Click on the fillet command. Again, click on radius. Now click on radius or right click and choose radius. Now let's choose a radius of 35 this time. Then click on this first circle, click on the second circle. Okay, you can now see that the fillet has been applied. That's the fillet of radius 35. So you can apply fillet on two circles that are apart or two arcs that are apart. So let's now move to the next example or next method. So here I have two arcs that are apart. I can as well apply fillet on these very arcs. So let's go again and click on fillet. Again, using the same radius as 35. Click on radius, choose 35, enter. Then click on these two X, this and this. You can see that arcs have been added to this very ones I have here. Now you can see that we can apply fillet commands on arcs, on two circles that are placed apart. Also apply the fillet command on the corners of a closed geometry like the rectangle using different methods, the multiple methods and also the polygon methods to apply these very curves. And also apply fillet on two lines that are apart and also two lines that are connected at an angle. So these are different ways you can apply fillets on closed 2D geometries. Okay, let's now talk about how to apply the FilletEdge command. Now the FilletEdge command is only applied on 3D solids. So let's create one. Let's create a 3D geometry now using the rectangle command. So come to rectangle command and click on rectangle. Let's just create a rectangle. This size should be okay. So I'm going to turn this rectangle into a 3D solid. So I'll come over to the view panel, click on this and switch the view to isometric. Now I'm going to extrude this and make it a 3D solid object. So I click on extrude, click on this rectangle and extrude it. Okay, so here is a 3D solid object. I see 3D solid. Okay, so we use the FilletEdge command to apply curves on 3D solid objects. So I'm going to switch this to wireframe so that you can see this clearly. So here's the wireframe, right? So to apply the FilletEdge on this very 3D solid, I'll now come to the solid panel, click and choose FilletEdge, or type F and click on FilletEdge. So having done this, I will now choose the radius. Choose the radius from the command line, or again you can right click and choose radius on the shortcut key. Then let's choose a radius of 12 for instance, enter. Again, there is another option. That's if I want to apply the FilletEdge on more than one portion of this very 3D objects. So I choose chain. and click on chain, then click on each of these edges, click on this, and all the lines on this very 3D object. Enter and exit this command. You can now see that the FilletEdge has been applied on all the corners of the very 3D solid. Let's view it on shade of gray. Click and choose shade of gray. So you can see how this FilletEdge has been applied. Let's view it on realistic view. Okay, you can see that the edges are very smooth, as you can see. Okay, so these are the ways you can apply the FilletEdge command and also the fillet commands in AutoCAD. So thank you for watching, and please do subscribe for more of my tutorials.